Hello, interwebs, and welcome to the inaugural episode of Memory Lane Gaming. I will be your host, the Tanuki, and today we will be playing what, in my opinion, is the greatest game ever made, Super Mario Bros. 3. Love the little tail on the 3 there. Without further ado, let's get started. Stage 1, here I come. On the way, I will be giving you tips and tricks in regards to the game and some secrets that you may find useful or fascinating. I will also try to inform you as to why I consider this to be the greatest game ever made. Better than any other game, better than any other Mario game even. Here's the first secret, this white block here. If you hold down on it for like 5 seconds or so, you'll fall through it and you'll be behind the scenery. See me? Got my little tail sticking out. And while you're back here, you are completely immune to enemies. But just while you are behind the sceneries, you can still hit them apparently with your tail, but they cannot hit you. However, once you come out of the scenery, they will be able to hit you, and if you poke out any part of you outside of the scenery, they will be able to hit that as well. Let's fly up here and miss a coin and collect this beautiful little 1-up right there. That may come in handy later. Collect all these. Fly up as high as I can so I can get to this pipe, which I'll actually drop down here so you can see where the pipe actually is in the level. Hit that. And of course, run into the Koopa Troopa because I am a winner. On the plus side, there is still one more leaf in this stage, so I'll just wait for that to float down while my Koopa Troopa bros just bounce on by. Tail whip. Fly up to the top of this pipe and reveal another secret. Oh look, it's a 3. Must be because we're playing like the second Mario game? Yeah, that's why it's called Mario Bros. 3, because it's the second one. Alright, let's see if we can get a star. We did not get a star, that sucks. Oh well. At the end of each stage, there is a mushroom, a flower, and a star card that you could get. For the most part, it's based on the speed you are running at. The faster you are, the more likely you are to pick up a star. The slower you are, the more likely you are to pick up a mushroom. It's not guaranteed, but that's a general rule. Somewhere in between fast and slow, you're more likely to get a flower. If you manage to collect 3 mushroom cards in a row, oh, you're a jerk. Well, I landed up here anyway. Secret 1-up. If you manage to get 3 mushroom cards in a row, you will get, I believe, 2 extra lives once you collect your 3rd one. 3 flowers will give you 3 extra lives. And if you manage to get 3 stars, which is the best, you will get 5 extra lives. And I didn't need to hit that, but I felt like doing it anyway. And hit him too, because might as well. While that P block is going off, these musical notes stop bouncing. You can still bounce off the blocks, but the notes on the blocks themselves stop bouncing. Notice how they kind of dance there? This is a Goomba. It's one of my favorite characters in the game. I don't know, maybe because I thought he looked kind of cute. Maybe because he's just so weak and pathetic. This guy right here that keeps shooting at me is a piranha plant. He's kind of a dick. Can't do anything about him. Let's see if we can get a mushroom. We got a mushroom! Because I came to a stop before I hit it, so I was more likely to get a mushroom. Since I got a mushroom in the first stage, I figured I might as well go for another mushroom. If you get a mixture of cards, like let's say I get 2 mushrooms and a star, or 2 mushrooms and a flower, it doesn't matter what. If it's not a combination of 3, you will get only 1 extra life off that. In this stage, you are introduced to the Boomerang Brother. That's this little guy here. Take that. This little structure right here is kind of neat. It's perfectly placed so that if you kick a turtle like this, he will basically destroy the entire thing. Aside from a couple spots where you can find a couple hidden blocks. And right here is a hidden note block that will take you up to what is referred to as Coin Heaven. Even though Coin Heaven by itself is a secret, it holds another secret, and that is this. Every Coin Heaven, as far as I remember, is exactly the same. So basically you can judge it by the clouds. This little guy is interesting. He will throw mini Goombas down on you. Well, he just vanished. Oops. And if they get on you, your jumping is very hindered. But if you just keep jumping, you'll eventually knock it off. Otherwise, he's just a regular Goomba. 2 hops, since he has wings, will defeat him. I'm actually gonna... Whoa. He nearly got me. I was going to say I'm heading back here to pick up a leaf, but now it looks like it's a mushroom because I'm a screw-up, aren't I? Oh well, I can pick up a leaf back here, back to where I was to begin with. Just wait for it, and then push on through. I could recollect the coin block if I wanted to over there, but don't really feel like it's necessary. Just like before, there's another white block. It only works with the white blocks. If you hold down on it, you can fall behind the scenery. Watch out for that Koopa Troopa. And then, with this stage, if you manage to go behind the exit, the stage exit, you'll go into this secret mushroom house where Toad will give you a warp whistle. He says, 1 toot on this whistle will send you to a faraway land. I don't intend on using any of the whistles, but I will try to show you where the 3 warp whistles are in the game. Let's get a regular mushroom house. Pick a box. Its contents will help you on your way. Yeah, Toad's a cowboy. Got a fire flower. That can come in handy. My apologies, ladies and gentlemen. You may notice a video skip here. That is because I got interrupted and distracted, and I died a few times on World 4. Level 4, rather. Let's go into Level 4. Level 4 is kind of unique. It is, aside from the airship at the end, it's the only auto-scrolling level in World 1. A lot of people tend to skip it for that reason, because it's a little bit more challenging. I completely missed that one up. There's a secret to it as well. If you manage to collect every single coin on the stage, you will get a bonus for completing it. A bonus mushroom house, which I'm going to attempt to collect every coin on the stage so that I can show that to you, because it's very useful and it's also very fascinating. So far so good, I think. I don't believe I have to collect both 1-ups. I may have to knock both of them out of their box, though. Flower's screwing me up like usual. Got a 1-up for that instead of the 2-up. I get my white mushroom house because I managed to get every coin on it. Every single world, as far as I know, World 8 might not. I don't think World 8 does. But the other 7 worlds has one level where if you collect every single coin on it, you will get a white mushroom house for doing so. So let's take a peek inside. Hello, you found my shop of strange and wonderful things. It's not a cowboy anymore. Maybe there's multiple toads. Play with them a little bit. Alright. From white mushroom houses, on odd number stages like 1, 3, 5, and 7, they will give you a P-Wing, which will give you infinite flight as long as you continue to press the button until you're hit or until you complete the level. If you complete the level with a P-Wing, it will just turn into a regular raccoon tail. On the even number levels, if you manage to get the white mushroom house, there is an anchor inside which will prevent the doom ship or airship from flying around if you die on it. Because normally if you die on an airship, it will fly to some other part of the map. So if you haven't completed all the levels on it, it may force you to complete some of those levels that you skipped. If you use an anchor, however, it will never move. It's kind of a neat little thing, but I've never really found it too useful because I complete every level. Line up the pictures and get a prize. You only get one try. This is kind of a little matching sort of thing. I'm not very good at it. I used to be really good at it, but I don't remember how to do it anymore. I know that I need to match it up so that I get a full picture. A mushroom, a star, or a flower. So far, so good. Let's see. No. That is not right. That's just mean. Alright, let's go into the fortress. This is one of my favorite stages in the entire game. I love absolutely everything about it. I love the visual look of it. I love the music. I love how these fireballs or lava balls, or what is their name? Potobos? I think their name is Potobos. I love how they flash. The black, white, and red I think is very interesting. I also really love the orange Firepower Mario. And I just completely biffed that. Well, if I hadn't screwed that up, if you fly up and over, up above this area right here, there's a secret door up there that will lead you to the second of 3 warp whistles in the game. I wasn't intending on getting it. I was intending on flying up there so that you could see how to do it. But I screwed it up, so I will just be skipping ahead. This room, as a kid, I found it very intimidating. As an adult, it's not too difficult. Some people think you have to duck right here. You do not. Let's go in, and now we're in Boom Boom's room. Boom Boom is the mini-boss of the fortresses. See him there? He's just chilling. He just waits for you. Pops out when you get near him. Takes 3 hits. Every time you hit him, he gets a little bit more aggressive. I just wanted to show you a little bit of his aggressive side. Otherwise, you can defeat him extremely easily by jumping on him just as soon as he pops out of his shell. Since I defeated him, the lock right here is missing, so if I ever lost all my lives and had to continue, I wouldn't have to go through these levels up here. I could just skip right on down to 5 here. I also unlocked an N card. Always get the bottom corners first, because they are either always or almost always stars. And then you just kind of, if you don't have these memorized, you just kind of pick a card and go with it at random. Let's see here. Flower. Good guess. And that's another flower. I don't know. That is not a flower. Why is that not a flower? It should be a flower. That's not a flower either. My garden looks horrible because I don't know how to plant flowers. Let's move on to stage 5. I loved the look of stage 5. I love the icy look and the sort of sparkly look in the background. I love how it transitions from really light to really dark right here. It looks icy. It, however, is not slippery like ice. It just kind of feels like a normal stage. Back up to a coin heaven. I don't have a tail with me, a raccoon tail, so I will not be able to get the 1-up mushroom that is directly overhead right now. So I will just have to be satisfied with the coins that are down here. Pounce on that turtle. I love how they can get stuck right there. It's weird. I got my orange Firepower Mario back. Take that, Piranha Plant. I don't know why, but in every Mario game after this, he's no longer orange when he gets firepower. Yay, I got a star! Because I am a star. And don't you forget that. On to the Hammer Brother. Throwing his hammers like he just don't care. And I don't either. Occasionally this block right here, this end block that I just destroyed, will have a fire flower in it. I don't know if it's random or if there's some way you can trigger it so that it's always a fire flower. One neat thing about that fire flower, however, is that when it does show up, it appears that it is frosted over. It shows up kind of a whitish. And I always found that really fascinating. It's probably just because of the limited graphic color palettes of the NES. On to stage 6. And Koopa Troopa with a fried ass. With a side of Koopa Troopa with a fried face. Float on over here, nearly get taken out by that Goomba. Koopa Troopa, not a Goomba. Take out these blocks. Mess that up. You can do a slight running slide underneath that one. Don't do it to this one because it'll most likely push you off the edge. Then this last block right here is a 1-up. Stand right here, and if it falls to that side, you will automatically catch it. If it falls to the other side, it will bounce off the block, and you will then be able to catch it when it comes back your way. Little known fact that you can only get with a P-Wing. Right above me is actually a bunch of coins. The screen will not pan up if you're just flying with a regular tail. With a P-Wing, however, you can get it to pan up. I completely forgot about that turtle, nearly ran into him, and managed to get a mushroom out of it instead of a star. But with a P-Wing, if you fly up there, there's a bunch of coins. It doesn't really serve much purpose because, if I remember correctly, it's just coins, but it's kind of a neat little addition. It kind of adds something to exploring every stage the best you can, because sometimes there's secrets that there's only one way to find them. On to the regular mushroom house. Pick a box. Its contents will help you on your way. He's a cowboy again. Alright. On to the castle, which appears to be screaming help.
Oh, it's terrible! The king has been transformed! Please find the magic wand so we can give him a flea bath.
Onto the airship, because that's apparently where the magic wand went. These cannons will fire infinite amounts of bullets out of them. The round cannonballs are, as far as I know, they don't have a name. The ones that fly horizontally, however, they have the name Bullet Bill. These right here. And it just hit me in the back of the head. I've always loved the airships. I actually prefer to refer to them as doom ships. I don't know if it's just because of... I don't know if that's something I was told when I was growing up that they were called, or if that's what they're actually called. I think they're just called airships, though. Go down here and fight one of the Koopalings. If I remember correctly, this is Larry. He's putting up a hell of a fight. Mostly because I wasn't really paying attention. Catch the wand before it hits the ground. You don't have to. It's just something I always try to do. With the Koopaling defeated, the airship fades away and you fall to your death. That is a hell of a wand if it survives that fall.
Oh, thank heavens, I'm back to my old self again. Thank you so much. Here's a letter from the princess. Greetings. You see any ghosts, be careful. They will give chase if you turn away. I have enclosed a jewel that helps protect you. Princess Toadstool.
And she gives me a P-Wing. They're one of the more useful items in the game, because if you choose to, you can pretty much fly over just about any stage without having to get into any harm's way. We are on to the desert. However, I will be ending the video right here, and we will be picking up here at the desert at a later date. So, in the meantime, thank you very much for joining me here on Memory Lane Gaming. I am your host, the Tanuki. See you next time.